what can I say? Just walk it off. Just walk it off. Just throwing some C4. You probably should have thrown it and then backed up, you idiot. Now, I know I made a mistake. Either it was some kind of weird invisible wall. I don't know. It stuck to that little brick that was hanging over on the blown up wall, so I kind of screwed up and yeah, I got killed because of it. And I hope you guys kind of enjoyed that intro. I thought it was pretty funny. I've used an intro similar to that before where I got killed by some lag compensation, and I'm not getting into that, but I'm just yeah, I got killed by some lag comp, and then I did the similar thing with the guy tripping out or whatever. I thought it was pretty funny. But anyways, guys, that's not what I want to talk about today. I understand this is a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay, and I'm going to have some more Black Ops 2 gameplay after this Search and Destroy match is over. But this is a longer video just because the Black Ops 2 gameplay is a little bit shorter. It's like actually 2 minutes and 30 something seconds, and it's not like a gun game. It's not a gun game or anything like that. It's actually just me going in a private match and basically testing some things that I was working on. This is just an idea I hadn't thought. So a lot of people are complaining about Black Ops 2. Now I'm not saying that I haven't complained every once in a while. Everybody complains about something that they don't agree with. Obviously, everybody has their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I definitely will hold my own opinion, and then I will respect anybody that, gives me respect. I always like to hear people out. I always like to hear what people's thoughts are about, how they're thinking about a game or whatever, and, I just find it really entertaining to just get people's opinions on it and just kind of feel, to see what they think about it. But, yeah, like, with the head glitching ordeal, and, a lot of people, I understand it's a tactic. It's been around forever, since maybe even Counter-Strike. I didn't really play much Counter-Strike, so I can't really give my opinion about it or say if it was around during that time. But a lot of people started labeling it head glitch pretty much since Call of Duty 4, I believe. And I've been playing Call of Duty multiplayer since Call of Duty 4. I mean, I played a little bit of Call of Duty 2 and 3, not much. It wasn't really entertaining, but Call of Duty 4, as far as I'm concerned, was probably still my favorite multiplayer Call of Duty by far. And it just had a lot of great values to it. There's a lot of things I really liked about it, and one of the things was it didn't seem like it was that easy to head glitch. Now I know what you're thinking. A lot of you, well, most of you guys should understand what I'm talking about. Most of you came from Thunder's community channel, and you probably understand what a head glitch is. He's definitely explained it a bunch, and all that. But it's basically just you pretty much shoot bullets through your face. It really doesn't do that, but it's where the enemy only sees part of your face, and or just barely part of your upper body, and they can barely hit you while you can see pretty much their full silhouette, and you have a much easier target to shoot at, and they're put in an extreme disadvantage. Now a lot of people have been seeing this as definitely more prevalent in Black Ops 2, and I will have to say their maps are more designed toward the players that are more defensive, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. I understand why they did it because I mean, let's be honest here, a lot of people that play Call of Duty are newer players, some are older, maybe adults play it, that are very new to the game. Heck, it may even be their first Call of Duty ever played, so they want to make it a lot easier on the newer players by making, because most of the new players, they play defensively. A lot of the new players that started out, I can't even lie, when I said I first started playing, I played somewhat defensively. I didn't necessarily camp per se, but I did play a lot slower than I do now, and I've slowly got into becoming a rusher, so that is, how that goes. A lot of people, they just tend to play the game a little bit slower. They, seem to take it easy, and this is obviously the end of Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. So we're going to go ahead and go into the Black Ops 2 private match gameplay. So this actually has a lot to do with what I was wanting to talk about, and I had an idea in mind. This is just my idea. So I brought my friend Fisher again. He's just basically going to be my test dummy. So right now I have the Vector with the laser sight and just fast mag. The fast mag, it's irrelevant, but the laser is basically here to kind of show what I think head glitching should be similar to as far as accuracy goes. Now you're going to see in this, a lot of the bullets are going to miss. I'm going to have to pop shot a lot, just to actually be effective to kill him. And he'll still die fairly quickly. Now, obviously, you're not going to not aim down your sight whenever you see a real person that's going to head glitch. They're going to obviously aim down their sight. But my idea to balance it is where if a character's hitbox, and you guys know what a hitbox is, every character has a hitbox, and it's the same exact hitbox. It's basically wherever the person that is aiming at them shoots in a general vicinity of their character model, and they get the hit markers on them, or and then possibly kill them. It's where their bullets pick up, and it actually does damage to the character itself. Now, the problem is with the head glitching is it's very effective. It is extremely effective, actually, in Black Ops 2. And this isn't a how-to head glitch by any means. Don't think this is a tutorial. The reason I'm actually hip firing is because I feel as if head glitching, like I said, a lot of people in the community have been saying that if you get up against cover, you know, because a lot of people, they really despise head glitchers. I personally, I mean, they are annoying to me at times, but I just deal with it. I mean, you know, if it's just too extreme, you know, if the head glitching is just too extreme and I'm just not having any fun, I'll probably end up leaving the match just because I don't want to play a game that I'm not having fun in, unless it's almost the end of the game and, you know, they're just now starting to head glitch or whatever. But anyways, this is just going to be very similar clips, a lot of the similar deaths. You're also going to get to see his perspective and see how quick he dies. He dies fairly fast. Now, I understand that he's not moving. That's obvious. And, you know, a real game, they're going to move, and it's going to be a lot more difficult to hit them. But, you know, this is where you first see his perspective, and he dies still fairly fast. The first clip, I think, is where he gets shot by the Vector. The Vector, as most of you know, it does like 6 bullets and a maximum damage. It takes the maximum of 6 bullets, so the 6 bullets still hit him fairly fast, seeing as the Vector does have a pretty good hip fire. And again, with this whole hipfire ordeal, I thought that it would be cool to balance it because a lot of you probably also know what I'm talking about when they did the, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this, the drop shotting. As you know, they nerfed drop shotting. They made it where even if you have the, you know, best aim in the world, whenever you drop down, for just that split second of timing as you drop down, your bullets just magically get a little bit more of a spread than they would normally do in the previous Call of Duty games. And they did that to make the guns less accurate, make drop shotting seem a little bit more fair and balanced. And I understand why they did it. And I'm actually glad that they did because it did seem like it's the right step in the direction that they did that. They did the similar thing with the panic knife, and a lot of people were complaining about it. And they generally took complete lunge out of the knife. The knife rarely lunges. There's rare occasions where it does, but most likely the knife won't lunge in Black Ops 2. It usually just does a quick little swipe and it generally misses. Now, I did not necessarily agree with their knife system on the other hand, but you know, that's a different subject for a different day. So as you see here, those two clips that just happened, those were effective head glitching, and that's how a lot of people like to do that. And here is actually what the drop shotting is that I'm talking about. As you see the second time, the spread is actually more than it was when I wasn't dropping down. And you know, that's pretty much how it goes with that. So, you know, to pretty much recap, to cover in the story, so what I basically had to play for to balance the people that like to head glitch, and again, there's nothing wrong with you guys. I understand, you know, a lot of you are just doing your thing or you just want to enjoy your game in the way you know how, and I'm very fine with you doing that. But a lot of people, you know, they've been complaining about head glitching. I will have to say that there are some unbalanced factors about it since they want to try and nerf drop shotting and panic knife, and they need to try and balance head glitching a little bit more. So those are just some of my thoughts on the whole ordeal. Basically, what I was thinking is even if you ADS, similar to when you're drop shotting, even if you ADS, you know, your spread just magically, you know, goes a little bit out of control sometimes, you know, just because they wanted to balance drop shotting. I think it should do a similar thing to that where your character model is up against the surface. You know, and a lot of people are probably going to think that, oh, you know, people can still abuse it and, you know, just get a little bit far away from the area, but trust me, it's not nearly as effective if you're standing away from the head glitch. I mean, if you're just barely peeking over, your body's going to be more visible to the enemy. So trust me, I mean, I think that's a pretty good idea. Again, it's just my ideas. Feel free to put some of your ideas down in the comments on how you think you could possibly have head glitching balanced. That's just some of my thoughts again. I mean, I really want to see this franchise take off, and I mean, it has took off. You know, it really has. It's a good franchise, and I just want to try and make it better for the community and stuff. But you know, again, that's just my opinions on the horror deal. I really think that head glitching needs to have a fix. It needs to be refined, I guess, because there's definitely some issues with it, and it does take away from the fast-paced factor of this game. But anyways, guys, I really hope you did enjoy the video. Feel free to comment down below, and again, your opinions about the state of Black Ops 2 so far, and how you think you could possibly make it better as a community. See you guys. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one.